Welcome to the Victory Formation Lounge podcast, a pro football concentrated podcast that discusses NFL games week to week.
Welcome back. A brand new season, or should I say, preview to a brand new season. You can see some familiar faces, some new faces, some missing faces. It's all about the season that matters. We're going to have here some banter, some in-depth football talk. Without further ado, we're going to introduce ourselves and the teams that we support. I am Tony, aka Mr. Indianapolis Colts. Wow, do I have a good show for you today. John, go ahead.
John, Washington Commanders, a.k.a. Redskins fan or whatever we become next. Born and raised in the D.C. area.
Yeah, for sure.
My apologies for all that. Minos from the Pay Nick Bosa's from the Bay Area playing in Santa Clara. I'm not saying our team name until we pay fucking Nick Bosa. And we won as many rings last year as the guy to my left.
Wow.
And above you. And to the top left.
And to the top left, yes.
All right. My name is Kwaku, Philadelphia Eagles. As you can tell, we're back for it. Revenge season. Making it back to the big game.
With that further said, let's get into it. I guess this is what we're going to do today. We're just going to go through each of the divisions, just briefly talk about them, and then obviously the divisions that have our teams we can focus a lot more time on. And since we have two NFC East supporters in here, it's only right that we start with the NFC East. So who wants to take a lead? John, you want to go? Well, how do you what's your outlook on your Commanders first and foremost, and then how they fit in with the rest of the division this year, do you think?
First and foremost, I like being an underdog, man. Nobody ever
well, you can't being an egg because you haven't been there, so you don't know what it's like.
I mean, we have. It's been a minute, though. But look, we're never favored. So, I mean, put the 2020 season aside, man, which was obviously a nice win. There hasn't been a back-to-back division winner since 2004. Okay, so we know the Eagles ain't going to win no division next year. It's a wrap. This season's already. but that being said, it's always. I mean, you for a while we were the NFC least. Remember back in the day when we used to all have run games, those rivalries in the '90s. We want to get back to that, man. So we have a new era upon us, man. Dan Snyder's out. We have a homegrown owner, Josh Harris, and. I mean, I'm all in on Sam Howell, man. I really am.
I think he has potential. Let's see.
I think EB's going to come in and really change things up, man. Scott Turner was not the guy for us. Obviously, like, let bygones be bygones. We should have never got rid of Kirk Cousins. But, you know, we are where we are. I love our receiving core, man. Like, you can't go wrong with McLaurin and Dotson, man. We got a nice tight end, Cole Turner, coming up because Logan Thomas can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
And our defense, I mean, obviously Chase Young, man, what can you say about the guy? Like, he's barely played football in 3 years.
He was on a trading block, right, at one point.
He probably was, man. I need to see him out there, like, live up to his potential.
I was kind of hoping we would actually send, like, a linebacker out there for him or something. But then we took Hargrave.
Yeah. So, I mean, we drafted a couple nice players on defense, man. So, I mean, we'll see. I think it's going to be very competitive this year. I don't really see anybody. Not really, man. You know how it is. Last game of the season, they're going to flex a game. It's going to be a Sunday night game for the division. I think last year was an outlier, man. I really do. I mean, the Eagles obviously have a great team. Probably on paper the best team in the division.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. I mean, you know. Most of the division rivalries this year in the NFC East might come down to a split. So you can't really go into any matchup being like, this team is like by far and away the best team. But I
You
mean,
happy
it's a
with the
new
roster for
season.
the most part?
Yeah, I'm happy from the top to the bottom. Obviously, starting at the top with the ownership. I like what we're doing, and it's going to take a while to get to where we need to be, but we're headed in the right direction.
Yeah. Kweku, since you're in that division, without being overly, just be yourself. Go ahead. Talk about your Eagles and on the Commanders and the other teams there, like Dallas and New York.
I mean, just to echo what John said, it is a tough division. I mean, I don't think it's going to come down the wire, but it is a tough division. I still like our chances. I mean, we lost a lot of players, but we didn't lose a whole lot. I mean, even when you think about the defensive line, I mean, you had 4 or 5 players with 10 plus sacks. We only lost 1 player out of that bunch. Mm-hmm. So we still have that D line, even though I don't know why we have like 11 defensive linemen on the whole 52-man roster, which is crazy. But I mean, I'll start with Washington. Yeah, Washington is going to be good. I feel like one of the toughest things that happens against them when we play them is it's hard to run against them. Their defensive line is stacked, but it's still, I mean, they're still beatable, but it's not going to be a walk in the park. I mean, EB brings a certain level of expectation to the team, even though there's a lot of whining going on, but whether it's true or not, I mean, I could see them make some noise, not a whole lot, but I could see them come to play. New York, people are saying they might be last in the division. I may not sleep on them too much. I mean, they've stacked their defense. I mean, look at what they've done. They traded for Leonard, and even there was a trade that happened actually today too. And pretty much their secondary stacked with that rookie from Maryland.
Yeah.
And y'all just made a trade. Y'all just traded for Albert O, who has disappeared from the NFL from his one good season in Denver. So he's backing up.
But he's back. Yeah, he's going to be back. I mean, he's going to be all right.
I'm not even sure.
Dallas is stacked on defense. As long as Jerry Jones just keep his mouth shut, I think they'll be fine. I mean, it's just. I
mean, we can unanimously agree that Dallas is going to be the same team. There are every single season.
Yeah,
they are going to be, but it's going to be tougher because think about what happened in 2020 when we drafted Jalen Hurts. Carson's game just went down, and I could see Dak's game going down too. Even though Dak is competitive.
We saw Dak's game going.
He hasn't been the same.
Yeah,
he hasn't. He's not.
The injury.
The injury, he hasn't been the same, but also you've just messed with his confidence because you went and traded for a quarterback, and not even the coach was aware that you're about to do this. So that can mess with the player's mindset. I mean, even Carson. Yeah, Mike McCarthy didn't know. That's what I'm saying. Even look at what Jalen's draft did to Carson Wentz. Like, it messes with a franchise quarterback easily. And even I could go as far back as McNabb, where Michael Vick came. Yeah. So, I mean, Dallas, they have a defense. The defense is always going to be strong. But I can see them have some growing pains. They're going to be the same. Back to my boys.
No, I agree.
Hey, John. We gonna repeat this year. The last team that repeated was the Eagles. We're going to repeat
03-04. Was it 03-04 with Terrell Owens and McNabb and them?
Yep. Mm-hmm. I could see us repeating this year, even though the team got younger. I like what we did in the draft. But the same hesitation certain people have about Georgia players, I kind of have it a little bit because they weren't staying on the field for too long. But Jalen Carter is a beast. Like, the things that I'm reading about him, he's nasty. I mean, he's going to warrant a lot of playing time. But
did you say
warrant? He's going to warrant a lot of playing time, as in Jalen Carter. I can't compare Jalen Carter to.
I see what you did there. This guy's a fool.
Who's one of your guys is already just had surgery? Was it Hargrave?
Nah, that was Hassan.
Oh, Hassan, yeah.
He's going to be ready for week 1.
I remember him. Yeah, I think the division on paper is the Eagles to lose, but I
Yeah.
think it's very close. I think Dallas, for instance, I think Dallas this season is going to be predicated on if Dak is going to be a pick donor or he's actually going to play all right because they have a
Bro,
decent
he had like what did he have? 18, 19 picks last year?
19 picks, and he was
That's
throwing picks in the
insane.
trade. It was throwing picks in training camp too. So
No, I saw that. To
so
And the disrespect,
I don't know.
dude. The
I
disrespect,
Diggs, right?
too.
I do think that little Deuce Vaughn or whatever, he's going to be a dangerous weapon. That's
Well,
gonna
yeah,
be
'cause you can't see
he's like
that.
a little Darren Sproles.
Yeah, man, he's gonna be dangerous. The addition of what's
He's
the,
as
what's,
tall as
what's the name of
Rex.
that the short receiver, Brandon Cooks, is gonna be a good add
Yeah.
as well to stretch. The
Yeah,
field.
Brandon Cooks is old, man, but he might have
He
one
still
good
got like
season
vertical
left in him.
speed, like that stretch.
He might get concussed again. He has a concussion problem.
Yeah.
Not to be bad.
He's
not to
always
be
questionable to
mean,
return.
but yeah, not
Yeah.
to be mean, but it seems like it's always something.
With the Giants.
Just like him and Robert Woods.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
With the Giants, I think it's offensive line play if it's consistent and Danny Dimes can actually, play comfortably in the pocket. They should be okay because they've actually
He's
upgraded
bulked
on the
up.
receiver position.
Yeah.
The
Look at that
defense
dude
is
from
improved.
Tennessee. Mm-hmm.
Saquon is legit if he has help.
Mhm.
So they're going to be in there competitive. The Washington Commanders roster is quietly pretty damn good. So it's all about if they can just put it together. Defensively, I think the secondary was their weakness last year. So if anything, if that has improved, they should be in the hunt too. But like just on paper or household names and, like a juggernaut, that's definitely in your hands, Quicks. So it should be interesting to see how the Bird Gang translates that to the regular season. And it doesn't matter. Like one thing about your division, no matter how good one or two of your teams or the leading team is, it's always close till the end. There's always at least another team.
It's always
behind.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because last year, the year before, it was close.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it was close.
I expect that to be the same.
And with Jalen and the mindset that he has, I could see them because he's the heartbeat of that team. And even at that age, bro, like the things that he's doing, I could see them going far. And defensively, like I know a lot of people during the draft, a lot of teams were trying to stay away from Jalen Carter. But I feel like we have the locker room to handle such. I mean, I haven't heard about an Eagles player being arrested in a long time. It's been years. I would say since Doug Peterson. I haven't heard about anybody. Since Doug Peterson's first year, I haven't heard of an Eagles player getting arrested.
So,
I honestly I don't think Washington's had anybody either. Which I'm surprised by that.
Your guys don't even tell people that they play for the Redskins because they don't want the embarrassment.
I mean, there was a shooting. One guy got shot. I mean, but
that's true. Brian Robinson. Yeah,
that was a robbery more so than him.
That was a robbery. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, not than him being involved. I mean, you have Dallas who always.
I know.
Dallas players always
remember
arrested.
Greg Hardy.
Second chances.
Oh, even this season, like this offseason.
Well, did you hear what Jerry said about the guy this offseason? He goes, well, last year he got pulled for going 68 miles an hour. I mean,
he's made improvement.
Miles an hour. And this year it was only like 68. So 30 miles an hour less. That's an improvement.
He literally said that. I heard it. It was hilarious.
Jerry said that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jerry's crazy, man.
Wow.
I mean, he said you know what? Recently that they were going to draft Jalen Hurts if he had fallen to them. And I'm sitting here like, dude, you picked two picks before us. What do you mean? No, but you picked 2 picks before us. You picked Trayvon Diggs, and 2 picks later we picked Jalen. So how far was Jalen going to fall? I'm like, dude, you crazy.
Yep, pretty much. But yeah.
Yeah.
What are your picks for that division? To win the division. Who you guys
I'm going to pick Philly. It's better. As much as nobody has repeated, I'm picking the Eagles.
John?
I mean, I think it's a toss-up, man. I really think all 4 teams can win the division.
I agree.
I mean, I want to say us, but, I really do think it could be one of all 4 teams have a chance, man. I really do. I mean, I can't even count the Giants out, man. Like, Darren Waller's there. Like, Darren Waller is on a mission, man. He's not in that same offense with Oakland. So, I I mean, Daniel Jones proved me wrong, man. He's made some improvements, and
He's
you know,
shit.
the biggest part, when you look at the NFL and success, you know, obviously putting Tom Brady aside, if you don't have a quarterback, a franchise quarterback, you're not going to be good. And so we've had so many quarterbacks. We're like the Browns, man. We've had so many quarterbacks in the last 24 years. You're not going to be good.
Yeah.
If you can't rally around the same guy year after year, like you're going to have, you know how many offensive coordinators Terry McLaurin's played for? How many quarterbacks Terry McLaurin? How are you going to have a good team if you have a different guy every single year at the helm?
Yeah.
And y'all got Jalen Hurts. I like Brock Purdy, man. I really do. And you know what I mean? Like, we'll see what happens with Richardson, bro. But like, we let Cousins go, and he was the guy. So it's like Daniel Jones has emerged. Hurts is there, and we'll see about Prescott, bro. And we'll see with Howell.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to give the guy a chance. Really, we ain't got nothing to lose.
I agree.
I just love how you say Kirk Cousins was the guy. What did he do in the playoffs against us?
I mean, listen, he's the guy. He was the closest thing we had to a franchise quarterback in a long time.
Yeah. I agree.
We should have paid him.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't play well in the playoffs, but I mean, he
doesn't
I
play
love
well
me
All
some
prime
Kirk Cousins.
time. All prime
He
time.
doesn't play well at night.
I call him
At
the
night,
king of
yeah.
8 and 8.
Time.
He is like the median of measurement when it comes to quarterbacks. He's like the cusp of good and the bad. So
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not better than him, then I don't consider you good. If you're better than him, then I'm like, okay, you're decent. You're decent or better. You know what I mean? Because like he's like I call him King 8 and 8. Like he is like he's like the bar of like dead center. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'll never forget when we lost to the Packers in the playoffs, and Randall Cobb went up to him and he was like, "You like that?" And then Packers got bounced. Packers got bounced the next week, I think.
Classic. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. So yeah, Minos, what's your pick actually for that division?
Eagles,
100%.
Don't
I got
do it.
I live here. I know who to pick.
Common sense should tell
True.
me common sense will tell me to pick the Eagles, but I like to be stubborn. I got the Giants winning this joint this year. I got the Giants.
That's a good
But
pick, but nah.
Common sense, the Eagles is a safe pick because they're good on the trenches. If you're good at the
Think
trenches,
about it.
you're pretty.
I mean,
set.
last season we were like a couple games away or a game away from all four teams making the playoffs.
Exactly.
So
I think
you know,
I
we could
definitely
have
think. John, sorry to cut you off, but yeah, I
Sorry.
definitely think you guys are going to be hella competitive. and
Yeah.
in the mix in the division, absolutely. But I think people are overlooking you. But if you actually look at your roster, I think you all are solid.
I mean, that was solid. Like I said, the defensive front, the wide receivers, like the running game,
skill
is pretty
positions
solid.
like
you
that.
know.
I actually wanted us to
if-
draft. I actually wanted us to draft Terry McLaurin because he's a Colts
Really?
fan. So I knew about him. Like he
Yeah.
modeled his game after Marvin Harrison and stuff. So we ended up picking Paris Campbell, who's no longer on our team. He's actually with the Giants.
Hey, he's on the Giants. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the Giants now. But yeah, I wanted us to pick Scary Terry, and obviously
Isn't it? It's pretty crazy when you look at like the receivers in the draft and people who were picked before and after. I was looking at Amon-Ra St. Brown. He named all 16 receivers that were drafted before him.
Yeah.
And then look at what he's doing in the league. So it's like Paris Campbell was drafted.
Yep.
You said he was drafted before McLaurin?
Yeah, he was. We had a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what
It's
I'm
crazy,
gonna
man.
say-
Who did y'all take before Jefferson again?
Jalen Rager.
Rager.
Yeah, dude. Jalen Rager.
You know what's funny about that draft? Like before we made our pick,
Oh my
He
god.
sucks.
Jefferson was on the phone. So I'm like hitting on one of my boys, like, yo, we got him. Next thing I know, the Eagles select Jalen Rager. I'm like, what the heck? And then right after that, they picked Jefferson. And even if you look at the recording from Minnesota, they were laughing. Like
They were laughing their ass off.
Yeah.
they were laughing, like, really? Y'all? And now they're both on the same team.
Oh, he is. He's got to be the fourth string at this point.
Right.
Because
Probably the fifth. They declined
Maybe
his fifth-year
fifth.
option.
I think he's like their punt return. Did he make the roster?
But you know what?
you know what? That's a good question. I don't know.
I feel like he caught a couple passes when y'all won the Super Bowl in 2017. Didn't he play in that Super Bowl?
You might.
Aguilar.
Not. Who? Jalen Rager? No, you're talking
Yeah.
about Aguilar.
It was Aguilar.
Oh,
You're talking about
I feel like
Aguilar.
might have been talking about Aguilar.
Yeah.
Shoot, Alshon Jeffrey balled in that Super Bowl.
Man,
Oh,
that
you're
dude was
saying
cold.
Jalen
He
Rager
just
might get
started getting
traded.
injured, but he was cold. He was
Yeah.
good. He was good. Yeah. He was
Rager
good.
is getting trade interest.
Oh, he is.
I just read somewhere.
That's interesting. Right. Interesting.
Nobody wants him.
Right.
Nah.
Right. Yeah.
Where did he
Actually,
come from? What college?
TCU, right? TCU.
Yeah, TCU.
Yeah.
Oh, he probably played with Josh Doxson
Yeah,
the fuss.
he was. He was. Yeah, he was. I think he was
Really?
the guy before Josh Doxson took
and
over.
Laquan Treadwell, maybe.
Treadwell was
Treadwell.
Ole Miss. Treadwell was Ole Miss. I think.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Treadwell was Ole Miss. So.
Oh, I didn't know Doxson went to TCU. I thought he went to which one? I thought he went to Penn State. But anyway.
No, I'm talking about Josh Doxson, not Jahan Dotson.
Yeah, not
Oh,
Josh.
yeah.
okay.
Doxson was
Oh.
before.
Josh
Doxson
Josh
was like a couple
Doxson.
years ago. Yeah.
He'll give you one catch for 6 yards and a touchdown, like maybe
Yeah.
twice a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
He would
gotcha.
flash like a crazy freaky catch, and then the gimmies he just
Yeah.
dropped. It was just weird. It was weird.
He was a bust, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, on to, I guess since we're in the NFC, we'll jump on to you, Minos, and then we'll do 2 AFCs and we'll come back to the NFC again.
Don't jump on me. I didn't consent to that.
Wow. This guy.
Minos, you're back.
NFC West Side, what's going on? How you feling about your
Cardinals.
team and your division?
I mean, let's just take out the normal shit real quick. Cardinals are dog shit. Just not gonna even talk about them.
You don't want to talk about Colt McCoy?
He got released today.
Come on, GG, man.
McCoy got released.
Knock your quarterback out.
Oh, he got released?
Yeah, they released.
that was
McCoy.
yesterday, though. I think they released him yesterday.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? They had this other guy who's going to start. I can't remember his name.
They
I don't know, but
traded
have
for
you
the
seen? Have
Cleveland
you
guy.
seen? Have you seen Murray dressing up like a girl that goes to field hockey camp?
Wow.
Yeah, but he was wearing like the sports bra. I think that's like a thing to check his like heart rate and stuff when he's on the field.
Yeah,
It is, but most motherfuckers wear real clothes underneath.
wow guy.
Yeah, he
Wow.
looked like hey, you remember In Living Color when it was like
Yeah.
hated it.
You throwing it back with that one.
All right, let's move on before we get canceled real quick.
I know, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Seahawks are going to be what they were last year. Dink and dunk, and then get blown out by us.
Wow.
Rams.
Two
Rams,
sweeps? Y'all gonna sweep the Seahawks?
Rams, I have no idea what's going to happen with
You
them.
have them sweeping? You have yourself sweeping the Seahawks?
I have us going 6-0.
Oh no, man! They got their wide receiving core is tough now.
Who for the Seahawks?
They have good, and then they even their
With the
corners.
same
man.
guys we shut down last year.
Plus
No,
Njigba.
but they have Njigba. You have Njigba in the slot. Imagine you have Njigba in the slot.
He's one of the best route runners in the draft.
Yeah,
Wide receivers.
that's like
Okay.
Smitty 2.0.
All right. Tell me how much
Yeah,
time
he's supposed to be good.
going to have to throw the ball.
Geno's
We got
not gonna have a
Hargrave
lot of
coming
time.
up
I
the middle.
mean, you got Hargrave, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, we got Hargrave and Armstead
not
coming
dog
up the middle.
Hargrave. But if they decide to run the ball, that's a different Hargrave. They're
Yeah.
gonna expose Hargrave.
I believe Kenneth Walker had a really good one. The game that they split with you, I think Kenneth Walker.
No,
had
we
a good
didn't. We
Nah,
were
they didn't split. They
6-0.
swept.
We were
They swept them
6-0.
3 times.
one. Oh,
Boom,
last
boom.
Last year?
Last year we were
Yeah,
6-0.
they swept them 3. Yeah,
No, hold on, wait. We were 7-0 because I'm including the playoffs.
yeah. They
fair
swept.
enough.
They swept.
Fair enough.
They swept the Seahawks. That one.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you got to remember Brock Purdy played with 2 broken ribs and still beat them in Seattle.
Fair
But
enough.
they have an improved secondary. They have the rookie with the spoon. They have the rookie from last year, and then they picked up that safety that was from the Giants that was talking
They
shit
still
about
got
Nick Sirianni.
Geno Smith, and that motherfucker writes back now.
How's the O line though? Geno Smith is not great, but he has wide receiver. He has weapons.
He had weapons
Yeah.
last year. He ain't do shit with them.
Nah, but he got more weapons. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Who do they have a tight
And
end
then-
now? Let me see.
Yeah,
They got rid of Will Dissly, went somewhere else.
Now he's still
And
there.
Luke Wilson.
Will
Oh,
Disley's
he's still there.
he's still there. And they have Noah Fant, who's kind of never really come along. He was a first round pick, I think, right? Or second.
Mm-hmm.
Noah Fant was up there with the Broncos when
Yeah.
they did that trade for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, yeah. He ruined a couple fantasy seasons for
Yeah,
me.
me too. I definitely drafted him at one point. So, but
Let's talk about the Cardinals.
yeah,
My guy JG. I mean, there's a firing sale on there, but they're going to be. I mean, I'm hearing something about them trying to tank for the USC quarterback.
They are, bro.
It's going to be a
Traded
terrible.
their best defensive player left, outside of Buddha.
I mean, they still got Buddha, but yeah.
All right, but let me ask.
They're white, but
Let me ask this question real quick because next season, Marvin Harrison Jr. is available to come out of that draft. Am I right?
yeah.
He's supposed to be the truth.
Generational wide receiver. Yeah,
I mean, you're talking about Marvin Harrison's son, right?
yeah.
He's got to be a monster.
Like his physical attributes are his dad, but like with like a Calvin Johnson body.
And
Pause.
less murders.
Yeah.
but
yeah.
I could see the Texans.
This
if
guy,
they-
less
if the
murder. I
Texans-
see you sneak that in there.
If the
Yo, he did-
Texans suck, I could see them trading up to get him. That is
Yeah.
if Cleveland tanks, Cleveland has to tank because they still have that last first round pick left.
Hey, like with this whole Jonathan, we'll get into Jonathan Taylor, but with this whole saga, I won't be surprised if we pick in the top 4 again. And he'll be
Oh yeah,
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'll be
going back
crazy.
home.
That'll
be
be.
surprised.
And honestly, I won't be surprised if Ursay tries to trade up just to get him.
Yeah, knowing his fund
Mhm.
nostalgia.
That'd be
for that
sweet.
era. Yeah,
That would be great though. That would be a great. I mean, just hand that 88 to him, like, dude. That's your
I know,
dad's
right?
number.
I know,
Even
right?
I think EJ Smith is supposed. Yeah, EJ Smith is supposed to come out. I think he's supposed to come out next year too.
Yeah, I think
Emmett
so.
Smith's son.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's coming out. That would be another interesting one for the boys.
I doubt if they will draft.
I don't think he'll go
But-
up though. I don't think
he's a
think
running
he'll
back.
be in the
They
first.
don't draft
He's a
running
running back. They'll probably draft
Unless
him in
they're
like the third round.
Bijan Robinson type talent. Even that, he's gonna get, unless the NFLPA has another collective bargaining agreement, he's gonna be short wall too when his contract is up. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, Minos. How about the Rams? How you feeling about that?
They're hit or miss. I mean, it's just going to depend on if Matthew Stafford can stay healthy.
Yeah,
They got all this nonsense with Stafford. He's got zero connection with any receiver outside of Cup. There's a podcast going on where they're talking about he doesn't know the players. I mean, the Rams are
yeah, and they
He's just
Cam
trying to get
Akers.
his bank and balance.
yeah, I don't know how Cam Akers is going to respond going back. The O line ever since what's the left tackle retired? What's his name? Was it Whitworth?
Whitworth.
Oh, he went to the Bengals and then he retired, right?
Yeah, he's now like on a panelist on one of these channels.
He's on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. There you go. So
Huh.
yeah,
Yeah,
ever since then, their O line has been meh. They still have a few weapons, but again, the quarterback play, like John said, it doesn't look like he has any kind of chemistry with anybody not named Cooper Kupp. So,
Bro, isn't it crazy to think that they literally are 2 seasons removed from winning the Super Bowl?
and they
You
look
mean
like
being given the Super Bowl?
They need to stop.
Right,
They
more-
need to stop trading players for draft picks. That's the problem with them.
They
They don't
care
have.
anymore.
They
got
do
their-
not. They it's like I think they got like 2 more years, right?
no. I think
With the Lions pick?
I think what their whole goal was to win the Super Bowl. They've
They
done
wanted
that.
to win it at home. The NFL wanted to win it at home so they could build a fan base in LA. It was written in there the whole
Good
Oh
I just
yeah,
wanted them
it'd
to
be
spread
tough
it.
to get there.
2 years before, and I said it the year, and guess what? I was right.
Yeah. So
Didn't Tampa win the year before at home?
yeah,
For
Yeah,
that?
and they wanted to repeat it in LA, and
Yeah.
it's just like how
Yeah.
Kansas City won it this
I don't
year.
know
'cause
how
they're
much
hosting
money
the draft.
I don't know how much money Jaquiski Tartt was paid to drop that fucking interception, but he doesn't have to play no more.
Beatles, simmer down, okay?
I
Listen.
just say the
Shot
same
at
thing
it.
about Kansas City, man.
I remember that game, and let me tell you something. They definitely made up at the end of that game. They called some flags, man. They made up for some other stuff that they didn't call earlier in the game.
Both Super Bowls the Chiefs just won. They ripped us on the
Yeah.
fucking OPI. They ripped the Eagles on this phantom holding bullshit.
Oh
It
yeah,
was all scripted for the fucking
It's scripted, because, and that's what I'm saying. Because if you
They
look,
got the
Kansas
script
City's
already
hosting
written.
the
It's
draft.
scripted, dog.
They're hosting the draft in Kansas City, so let's get them a Super Bowl. So let's make the picture glamorous.
Yeah.
Get out of here,
Um,
man. Jalen
Hey, I
probably
will
should have
say-
been MVP, even if he didn't.
I
win
will
that
say,
Super
man, it was actually cool to watch quarterbacks, though. Have you guys seen the quarterbacks on
No.
Netflix?
Not
Oh,
yet.
I heard about that shit. I heard about that
Bowl.
shit when I
Yeah,
was
I
in
haven't
Ghana.
watched it. I don't. Even
I heard about that shit when I was in Ghana. I haven't watched
When I
it.
heard that Kirk Cousins was on it, I knew it was going to be bland and boring.
Nah,
Yeah.
man, I'm telling you, y'all should watch it, man. It's really good.
I heard it's
Really?
good. I heard it's good. I will.
I mean, Mariota. I'm already pissed off about Mariota, so I don't even want to watch it.
I know,
Yeah,
man.
he just gave up.
Game, that
He's
was,
your backup, right? Right now.
Yep.
Yeah, he is. But
I don't know.
The
Quake
rookie's better than
disappeared.
him.
Quake
The
disappeared
rookie's,
already.
the
There he
rookie's
is.
better than him. That rookie from Stanford, he was
Yeah.
looking much better than him in the preseason. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
What was his name again?
What's his name?
From Stanford?
I just pulled him up. Yeah,
Oh, I remember he played Stocky or something like that. I forget.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
played,
he
he played
texted me.
against us. He played really well. Yeah, like
yeah. He played. Yeah,
he played really
what's
well
his
against
name?
us. I remember. And then did you guys cut him or you kept him?
No, he's there. Tanner McKee.
McKee. Yeah.
Tanner McKee.
McKee. We cut Book. Ian Book was the one that got cut. McKee. I mean, people are talking about putting him ahead of Mariota, but Mariota is $6 million guaranteed. You can't just release somebody like that.
Not only that, I think he's a good locker room presence. Like
You know what, though? I don't understand what they did with Mariota, man, because he was playing well last year before he got hurt.
Yeah.
And some stuff happened behind the scenes, and they lost all confidence in him. And Arthur Smith decided to roll with Desmond Ridder, man. But
Yeah.
I feel like Mariota, like, God forbid, if anything were to happen, man, he could still play in the league,
Yeah,
man.
there's a player in there. I agree with you on that. There is a
He-
player
he-
in
there
there.
is.
Maybe
How
not
do you
like
go
an
from the
elite
NFC
quarterback,
West to Mariota.
But the thing is this: if he
You go
went
from
through,
NFC West
if he
to Mariota.
went through this in Atlanta, imagine Philly. The Philly media, Philly media is a different. I don't know if he knows what he got himself into. Philly media is a whole different ballgame, dude.
I know.
Minshew
The
lost his
fans-
confidence in it. Yeah, they
Y'all
will
be
get
throwing
you.
snowballs at Santa Claus, man. So
Man, shut up, man. That never
Let's
even
just
happened.
stop. That's old school.
That never
man. Get
even
out of
happened.
here.
That's some bullshit.
You need
that's
to
just
fix your
some bullshit,
stadium. No, you
motherfuckers,
talking
man.
about what we did at the link. I
Hey,
can't even go to a game of
Philadelphia
FedEx
Eagles
Field
fans
because
are
of
good people. I'm not gonna lie, they're good
that. Damn,
people.
preach, Minos. Yeah.
When Josh Johnson had to run on the field in the NFC title game last year, who was the first person to give me a handle of vodka to drink? It was an Eagles fan because I needed.
Oh my
Just don't
god.
mess with Rocky, but we good.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They
let
always
my
mess with Rocky.
Eagles fans go to
Yeah,
the Rocky
yeah.
stats. That's like y'all are fucking retarded.
All right, so
Who-
Minos, how
Sorry.
That's why
Sorry, I
Travis
can't
Kelsey
say
came
that.
out of the Super Bowl like, yo, don't put my jersey on the Rocky
Who-
statue.
Ha, I know, right? Who do y'all
So
have?
how you
winning
feel
this
about-
division? Minos.
how you feel about the 49ers this year?
Yeah,
Minos, who do you
Niners.
have?
All right, so Minos, let me ask you this: how do you feel about Ayuk versus Debo?
Ayuk is gonna have a fucking phenomenal season because he is gonna blow up to win his next big contract.
Last season
And
when he
he is-
came in,
He is making
was in
everybody
shape.
look stupid right now.
but he does the same
Is he
thing
on his
every year
50
before the
option?
season starts.
Not Ayuk, no. I haven't seen this kind of Ayuk before.
Mm. So he's
He's like, you on
flashed.
his 50-year option, right?
He's flashed
He is-
brilliance all training
He
camp.
is
huh?
going to get his extension, and Debo is actually down 15 pounds from last year because he said he was out of shape last year because he wasn't training, worrying too much about the contract.
Mm.
So he says
Yeah.
he's in his that he was in his rookie year, that year when we went to the Super Bowl.
I feel you. I feel you.
And what's
So,
the
yeah,
hold up with
Minos,
Bosa though? Like, how much is?
Yeah. What's
Derek
going on
Jones
there?
is the holdup.
Who?
Derek Jones is the holdup.
I see.
Who? Jerry Jones?
No, Derek Jones, the DE
Derek.
from the Chiefs.
Oh,
You don't
Oh, Chris Jones.
Oh, you mean Chris Jones?
Chris Jones.
Confused
So
me.
Chris,
he is.
but he's hurt. Isn't he hurt right now?
Nah, he's
but
not hurt. He's holding out.
He's holding out too.
Oh, yo, but
neither one of them wants to make the first move because they want out. Basically, it's the agents getting involved. That's what this.
I gotta tell you, man, Chris Jones is
let's split
arguably.
I mean,
He's arguably
49ers are
better
making an
than-
offer of $30 million a year, basically.
okay.
But the agents want to be the top, the highest annual value, the bullshit, basically.
Dude, that thing,
Yeah.
no matter what you do, somebody's gonna surpass you. Like, I mean, you're paying because let's say they paid him $30 million this year. Micah's gonna come up next year and probably up the price.
See, but
You
they
think
use
so?
him as a linebacker.
Yeah,
They
Micah's
might
almost.
change the different values.
Nah,
So who the
Jerry,
fuck knows?
Micah's gonna hold out. I can see
I just
Micah
want Nick
Parsons holding
Bosa
out
on the.
next year.
I just want Nick Bosa on the field week 1
Yeah, you need that presence there.
You need that. You need
because
that.
Kenny Pickett and George Pickens, they look good. They look good.
They look good to get me some points in fantasy.
Yeah, nah, seriously. Are you confident about your team, though, Minos, going in?
You goddamn right I am. Knock
Give me a
on wood,
prediction.
I'm happy-
What's
I'm
your
happy-
record?
What is it now? I'm gonna go 13-4.
Okay.
Mm.
So first round bye.
I hope.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just
I
happy
could
that
see
we
it.
came through training camp without any major injuries. And right now, both
Yeah.
my kickers are hurt. So go sign Robbie Gould, John Lynch, and pay Nick Bosa.
Yo, what's up with all these kickers getting traded, man?
Purdy's
Yeah, I know. I
doing
saw
his
that.
thing
I
though.
saw that. I saw
I
that.
mean, we don't have a punter.
Well, it's because all
so-
the kickers are getting
And
hurt.
your left tackle is healthy again, right? Former.
You go get Dustin Hopkins.
Who, Trent Williams,
Trent Williams is healthy, right?
Yep, he's
body
fully
slamming
healthy.
people.
But here's the thing, though.
Man, I don't want to talk about Trent Williams.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. Don't do it. That's a sore subject.
But this is my thing, though. I mean,
And at the end of the day,
Minos,
before I leave, look at my background, people. Give Nick Bosa all this money,
I feel you.
all of it.
but
That's only
Minos,
$200, man.
How did Shanahan give up on Trey Lance?
No,
It's only $200, bro.
here's the thing: Shanahan made the decision because Sam Darnold beat him out in camp this year, and then Shanahan always said, we're going to do right by Trey, and if he wants to go, we're not going to stand in his way. He asked to be traded to where he could be a number 2, and he did it. And unfortunately, it happens to be the team that we have to play in the playoffs usually. But you know what? He stood by his word. He gave Trey the opportunities as possible. Just didn't fucking work out, and it just kind of sucks that we gave up all that we did. But guess what? Our starting quarterback we got with a pick that no one in the NFL has ever used. So
Yeah.
That's
Nah, I
true.
hear you.
shit
I
happens.
mean, Purdy's nice. I mean, he's nice. I gotta say,
And
he doesn't get knocked out of another game, but
And the thing is, the thing that took him out was something that I've seen every NFL quarterback get hit with. Their arm
True.
gets. It's
True.
just
yeah.
And, but the thing is, man, there's a reason why they call him Big Cock Brock. I mean, he walks around the room like he's slanging that thing. You know what I mean?
This guy.
I didn't play a team like the Eagles then.
Meanwhile,
Which AFC team are you guys? Which AFC division are you playing this year? Is it the North?
Yeah, I think we're playing the Ravens down in.
Oh boy.
Damn, that's tough. That's
gonna be a
that
tough-
might be
it's
the
gonna be
best
a tough
division in the
division.
league, actually.
No, because we're
Mhm.
also
I
in
think-
DC on New Year's Eve, but I don't know if I want to do that just because the Eagles have a home game here at the same time. But the problem is, if I leave Philly with my car because of the parades and the mummers and all this other shit, I'll never get back here.
New Year's Eve parade?
Yeah,
Just take the trade.
man, I won't get back here until like 5 a.m. the next day. What can I want to be on Amtrak and like saying Happy New Year to some homeless dude on the fucking
Or fly your ass. Fly from Philly to DC.
Fuck. No, I love my Niners. I watch them on crack streams.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So you got yourself winning that, gents. What about the rest of y'all? Who you got winning that division?
It's probably going to be. I mean, this one's kind of a giveaway, man. It's got to be the 49ers.
I think so too.
You know,
I think
something crazy is going to happen if it's not the 49ers are probably a shoe into the Super Bowl at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, hey! Don't jinx me like that.
I'm not. I don't want that to happen, but
He's just keeping it a buck.
I'm not saying that I'm putting him there, but
yeah, I feel you, John.
I like the Seahawks, but I think it's going to be too much for them. I think the 49ers are going to win the division, and I could see them being the only team making it out in the playoffs.
Yeah. They still run the trenches. That's why I favor them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Seahawks have a pretty good, offensive and defensive line. But
You mean the Rainy City bitch pigeons?
Don't let them beat you. That's what I got to say.
I think you guys are going to split this year, but
they might split. But I still have the Niners winning the division.
We can't go 6-0 in the division 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to
never happen.
Yeah, I
that almost
see.
never.
I think we're sweeping the Cowboys, but you guys are going to split.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We're gonna go right into the AFC South since I'm the last team in this panel. Interesting turn of events in this offseason. I think we've been in the top 3 headlines this whole offseason, and I haven't really flinched because I'm guessing I'm getting older now, because before I'd be full of emotion. But it's an interesting dynamic. First of all, Steichen, I like him from what I've seen so far. Very detail oriented, and he looks like he keeps our players accountable and not try to baby them so much. I think that's the main difference between him and Frank Reich. Frank Reich wasn't so much of he was more like more of a player's coach, and talk it out as opposed to
y'all's
take it out of them. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all's last few coaches have been like the generals of the Luftwaffe and shit, man.
All the German names, right? The German Jew names. That's true. That's true. I didn't even catch that, but that's true.
Like
Steichen, and Reich. You're a fool for that, but yeah.
I mean, they had Dungy. That's Dungeon.
But yeah. We started off well with the hiring of Steichen. Looked like we got some order after that abysmal season last year from the top down. Earlier in the offseason, we had quote unquote Jonathan Taylor saying he's excited to be a Colt for life. This was in April, and around June he switches his agent to the UFC guy, and all of a sudden he just starts putting on this front.
Which UFC guy?
His agent is he's never really done any deals for NFL. He's one. I think Jonathan Taylor is either his first or second guy. His clients are usually UFC guys. His clients are usually, so he is, the way he approaches the business side of things is very different. I think it has rubbed the organization the wrong way. But I guess I'll take it first from Jonathan Taylor's side, then I'll actually flip it to the organization side. So Jonathan Taylor, just like most of these, household top branded running backs, all feel they need, a payday as their contracts are expiring. Rightfully so. Unfortunately for the whole lot of them, the CBA agreement does not favor them. And I think it reflects in the, the franchise tag. There's like a $10 to $12 million gap between the quarterback and the running back, where that wasn't the case in the 90s or early 2000s. And that is not in the organization's control or the players' control. But I do understand why they're disgruntled. I mean, they put their heart and soul. They put out the product on the field. A lot of them have been the focal points of their offenses. And to be lowballed feels like, especially since their body is put at risk, being the ones that get hit the most. So yeah.
Bro, think about these guys aren't getting paid, and then you have a guy like Cole Kmet for the Bears, like
getting
getting
paid
like
more than
3
him.
years,
Yeah, you're like,
$33 million. Like that's crazy, bro.
dog.
Doesn't make sense.
The highest paid running back right now is Bijan Robinson off his first
Really?
round. Yes, he gets paid more than Minos' quarter running back.
No rhyme or reason.
Nah, McCaffrey's getting paid 13.
Yeah, but guaranteed base salary. I think Bijan Robinson's getting paid higher. Dog.
It was nice to see Jacobs. It was nice to see Jacobs sign a deal though.
Yeah, I was happy.
And Barkley.
Like, ideally, we would have liked Jonathan Taylor to approach that the same way Jacobs has, the same way what's the other guy's name from the Giants? Barkley, just kind of, sit out a little bit, make a point, gain a little bit of money, do like the prove it deal, come back at it again the following year. But he kind of threw his shit out the pram, right? So now
he's out for 4 games automatically, right?
Yeah,
he
but
didn't
the
sign
thing
a
is,
deal.
we don't know if he's really hurt or not. It might be a whole, he might be healthy, but he's not pushing himself to play. And the problem with this on his side is if the team decides after 4 games they put him on the PUP list for the rest of the year, his last year of this rookie contract is repeated the following year. I didn't even know that until today. So
it's a dead year.
Yeah, so like he gets a 5th year added to his contract. So this becomes repeated all over again next year. And if they decide not to trade him, he's at the same standstill. And that's another year added to his running back age. So I don't think he played this very smart. Though I do feel for him. I do think he does deserve a paycheck. Ideally, from my end, how I would have liked the Colts to handle it would have been more or less similar to how the Raiders handled Josh Jacobs, and just kind of give him a 1-year added beef into his contract. Give him like a $12 or $13 million contract for 1 year. Let him prove himself. If he sucks or he doesn't make it, just don't extend him. Let him go. Let him test the market. Just so he feels like he's appreciated. And I don't think Jim Irsay helped his situation by going public on Twitter or whatever, kind of lowballing the whole situation. Even though he wasn't lying, it just doesn't look right. You know what I mean?
You saw what Tony Dungy said about when y'all won the Super Bowl, how they got rid of Edgerrin James and they brought in Joseph Addai on that cheap contract. He won a Super Bowl with y'all. So
exactly.
It's kind of how it works, man. Like you bring in you squeeze a couple years out with a guy, and you get him for as much as you can, and you move on to the next guy.
Yeah.
If you're in if you have a system guy who can work in the same system, then why do you need the same guy to pay him more? You can bring somebody else in. It's almost like the Broncos all those years. All those 1,000-yard running backs they had. They always brought Olandis Gary.
Yeah.
All these dudes, CJ Anderson, like all these dudes come in and they ball out under this system. So it's like if you can get the same guy for cheaper, same system, different guy is what I meant to say. Exactly. Why pay Jonathan Taylor that money when you could have a Zach Moss come in when he comes back? Zach Moss, he could be your guy.
Exactly.
Or Deion Jackson. So it's Jonathan Taylor has done himself no favors with the way he's behaving.
I agree. I think
I would have just played it out and just gone into free agency.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the track record.
Look at Shanahan with undrafted running backs.
Right. Even with
Elijah Mitchell.
The track record with the Colts. Even when Edgerrin James was there, he had the same situation. He bet on himself. He played his contract out. We extended him like 2 years, beefed him up for 2 years. Same thing came around. We franchise tagged him, I think, 1 year, and then afterwards we allowed him to walk, and that's when we had the Joseph Addai situation. But historically speaking, if you put out the product, Jim Irsay or whoever is his GM or whatever will reward you accordingly. But if you
also have to know your owner too, because like if you look at Zeke, look at what happened with Zeke in Dallas. I mean, when he got paid, I mean, how you gotta know how it goes. I mean, some owners will pay running back, some owners just won't. It's like giving Miles Sanders, like he didn't
Another problem.
Philly was not going to pay him. Yeah.
And you got to understand, Miles Sanders is coming from a Steichen system, right? Where he's okay with letting him walk or like playing with running back by committee because the running back is not the focal of the actual offense style, right? So another thing is Jonathan Taylor was seeking the 17 million-ish range. For running back,
they're not going to pay that after McCaffrey and Henry. Nah,
and he doesn't play third down. He's not the best run block, like blitz package pickup guy. Doesn't block very well. Doesn't have very good hands. So you obviously sometimes see him be spelled
with gets paid what he gets paid because he can also throw the ball, catch the ball,
exactly,
run the ball, block, return. I mean, McCaffrey is a fucking Swiss Army knife.
Right. Yeah. And Jonathan Taylor gets spelled by what was the guy we just traded to Buffalo?
Isaiah McKenzie?
No, the running back.
No.
His name, man. He was on our team.
It was his backup.
Nyheim Hines?
Nyheim Hines. Yeah. Nyheim Hines oftentimes came on at third down because he could catch.
Yeah.
And he could
Nyheim Hines would give me more points than Jonathan Taylor some games because he'd be getting the third down touchdowns.
Exactly. And he would catch passes. So like for him to ask for more money than McCaffrey is crazy because he's had one really, really good year.
What happens when you don't have an NFL agent?
Yes, exactly.
Bro, who was your quarterback when Jonathan Taylor had his monster season? Who was your quarterback?
Carson Wentz.
Oh, all right. So y'all went from Phillip Rivers to Carson Wentz to Matt Ryan to Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, Carson Wentz. So when he was with Phillip Rivers, he started off really slow. At the beginning, he wasn't doing too well. Nyheim Hines was the one that was having the bulk of the carries, and I think around week 6 or 7, he started to actually get. That was his rookie year. He started to get acclimated to the league, and that's when like you saw the potential. And then the following year is when he broke out and led the league in rushing yards or whatever.
He had like 20 touchdowns or something crazy.
Yeah. And then this past year, he got injured. Like around week 6 or 7, and he didn't really play again. So he doesn't have like the output to even really warrant that kind of money.
Would you consider him to be elite?
When he's on the field, yes. As a runner, yes. He's like I wouldn't say he's as good as Adrian Peterson, but he's that mold where when he touches the rock, he can go to the house any given time. The only problem is they're not consistent at catching the ball or blocking. That was the only issue with Adrian Peterson's game. I think it's very similar with Jonathan Taylor. He's a home run hitter, and it sucks for him because like even looking in the preseason, some of the holes that offensive line opened up for the other backs, if he had the rock, he had the opportunity to go to the house where they would have gained like a 20-yard or 30-yard gain. That's on his. If he was the guy to get the rock, he'd be the one to take it to the house or break out a big run before he's tackled. So it's unfortunate, but right now, from what I'm looking at, it looks like the relationship is so damaged that it's only a matter of time before he's traded.
I mean, he's going to sit out a whole 4 weeks. That's crazy.
But who wants him? Who's going to want to deal with that situation?
Exactly.
Well, here's the thing, though.
The thing is this, though. It's going to have to be a team that has playoff potential close to the end of the draft.
They're not going to pay him. They're not going to pay him that.
No, nobody's going to pay him. But it's like he's going to probably have to. The thing is, at this point, I don't think he can play for the Colts. If he's even going to get traded, it will be towards the end of the trade deadline. And
I wonder what happened with Miami.
That's Super Bowl potential. It's the money, whatever they're asking for, they're going to pay it. Nobody's going to offer him more than the third round.
I don't see a team even giving up multiple third-round picks and then losing that draft capital and then paying him that much, unless he is like he offers what like McCaffrey offers, where he's like an all-round back. So no. I mean, but you never know. All it takes is one team. All it takes is one team.
People are saying he might go to the Eagles, but right now the Eagles need a running back that can catch the ball. That was the problem we have with Miles Sanders. And I don't think they're gonna.
I thought Kenneth Gainwell was supposed to be that guy.
Kenneth Gainwell is Swift is you have two, and then
Gainwell actually didn't he play well in the Super Bowl too?
He played pretty well in the Super Bowl. I mean, they didn't run the ball a lot. Jalen was running it for the most part. But anyway,
Yo,
Yeah.
let's talk about the AFC South.
I need every one of you guys to get on some research shit because a friend of mine just texted me some shit that's gonna make me throw my phone right now.
What about Bosa?
Yeah,
Hold on.
Bosa to the Browns for Myles Garrett with the cornerback in the first round.
What?
Nah, I don't think that's true.
No, that gotta be fake news.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
that's
on
true.
Twitter right
They
now.
would never do that.
I mean, Bosa is from Ohio, but now, hey, whoa. No.
Nah,
They're
that's
just
not
saying
true.
he's not close to a new contract. but
Yeah,
no.
I don't see that. That's not true. That's not
The
true.
only thing I'm seeing is he's not close to a new
Yeah,
contract.
I'm on Twitter right now. It's not true.
Okay, I'm not on Twitter, so
Man,
But,
I'm about to kill this motherfucker right now.
Nah, I think it sucks. It's because
it's at a standstill. The contract talks are at a
Well, it's
standstill.
because
but,
him and Jones they got the
well,
same.
fuck Jones, just negotiate. They have the same agent.
I think they got the same management group.
Oh,
Mm.
man.
Yeah. So let me just wrap this up. So, ironically, Michael Pittman is in the same situation as
Jefferson?
Jonathan
JT?
Taylor. But when they asked him about the same thing, he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna play it out, and I'm gonna bet on myself to ball out, and then we'll see where it goes from there."
He's a wide receiver, though. That's
true. He knows he's gonna get paid. He
Wide
knows he's gonna
receivers
get
are going to
paid.
get paid
He
regardless.
knows he's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
The thing is,
He did
This
not
is
have
not-
a good year last year.
yeah, I mean his quarterback sucked.
This is-
He almost broke. He still almost broke 1,000 yards, even with that shitty play. He was a 900 and something.
Yeah,
something
Richardson
like
is going to be nice.
that. I think
I
Richardson.
hope so.
I think Richardson is a work in progress. He's gonna have ups and downs, but he's gonna give you
Yeah.
that wow play here and there. You know, that is exciting. Because he has very little experience, so I don't think we should like hold him as the savior all of a sudden. I think with his work ethic and his ability to pick up information quickly, he will get there. But he's also very, very inexperienced, and he has work to do between his mechanics, with the short passes, and just kind of learning through experience. Those things will
Steichen
happen.
will get him there.
Those things will come
Steichen
over
get him
time.
there.
So this motherfucker goes, "That's what I'm seeing on a reliable Reddit account that called the Christian trade 2 days before it happened. Hopefully it's a
Reddit.
troll." I'm
Reddit.
like,
That's not reliable.
Dude,
Not
I would
reliable.
not even follow
Yeah,
that.
I think
That
you're-
sounds
I'm
like
gonna actually
I think
just
you're
read
getting
him a
it.
fucking voice message right now.
I think
They'll be crazy. They'll be crazy to trade. Bosa's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
Oh,
those
no,
don't
not
buy
even
too
for,
much.
not for
But
nobody.
nah,
that
yeah.
would be foolish.
That being said, I think the offensive line we still need help at the right guard. Wow. I did see that. I actually saw that on my thing.
Damn.
I saw that. I still think we need help at the right guard position. I think we're going to be competitive in the division, but I think it's the Jacksonville Jaguars to lose.
I agree.
They have a young team, a very good team, and a second year together in that team. With the addition of Calvin Ridley, I think is going to be sick this year. Quiet as kept.
Have you seen just his speed compared to the
No,
other
he is
receivers?
going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem. I think they're going to win the division handily.
And
I
he's
think
not like some of those receivers that have been in like year 5 that get a year off or something. No, he was like in year 2.
he's like year 3. But the thing is, what he was playing with trash in Atlanta. So like he did have good years, but I don't think we saw his potential really.
Yeah.
Now we have a pretty up and coming solid quarterback. Their offensive line looks pretty good now. They've
Good
got a
coach.
good running back. They have a shitload of good other wide receivers, a good tight end finally, who's starting to be a little more consistent than he was when he was with the Giants. Their defense is nasty on from a younger side of things. They're very young. The team is just young on the up and up. So I think they're gonna win the division. I think Tennessee looks good on paper, but I think they're starting to age. I think their offensive line without Taylor Lewan, it's going to be interesting to see how that left tackle plays out. Obviously, Derrick Henry is a beast if he can stay healthy, but it's another year on the running backs, mileage.
And
So,
Tannehill ain't it.
Tannehill is good until he gets to the playoffs, and then he's like the Vikings quarterback. He's right at that 888 cusp for me. One of those. It's not trash, but he's not great.
He's serviceable.
He's serviceable, exactly. So,
Game manager.
I think Houston is going to be like us in terms of being very competitive. I think they have the second best quarterback in the division right now. I think Richardson is going to get there, but as of now, I think CJ Stroud is definitely the better of the two because I think in this draft, I think he's the best pure passer out of all of them.
Where did he come out of?
DeMeco Ryans.
Where did Stroud come out of?
Ohio State. Yeah, Ohio State. But he's
starting week one, so we'll see.
Throws a pretty ball. So the only thing is their skills positions is, I mean, they have Dameon Pierce who's decent. Nico Collins is up and coming. I'm trying to think who else. They have like pretty much no names, but they're young. So
John Mechie,
he's back from the cancer. Yeah. So
they got Robert Woods over there too, though.
They do. Woods, yes.
Bobby Trees.
Right. If he could stay healthy, they'll be all right. I think they'll be competitive, but I don't see them doing any. Like
they also got Dalton Schultz, man, as their starting tight end, so he should be pretty good.
Yep. They got Brevin Jordan from the U as well, who's
Well, one thing about rookie quarterbacks, man, they lean on tight ends a lot.
That's true. That's true.
Definitely have a lot of work.
That's very true. So I think it's going to be competitive, but I think it's
that probably bodes well for Mo Alley Cox this year. Or who's your tight end?
Jelani Woods. I think Jelani Woods. If he stays healthy, he's going to be the one. If he stays healthy, he's going to be the one. And then there's Alex Ogletree, who was on IR last year, who's also, I think when it's all said and done, Mo Alley Cox is going to be as tight end 3 or 4.
Okay.
He's just a veteran, so he'll start off as the starter. But the others are definitely much more talented than him. So we'll see how that pans out. But I don't see us winning the division. I don't. Just too much.
How do you feel about picking up McKenzie from the Bills?
I like him. I like him as a slot, but I think the guy we drafted from UNC, Josh Downs.
Alec Pierce? What about Alec Pierce?
I think Alec Pierce is going to take a step further. He is the white Randy Moss in the jump ball, dog. But the only problem with him is he still needs to work on his route tree a bit. I don't think he gets enough separation all the time, but he has pretty serious athleticism. He is great with the jump ball, and he's got good speed. But I think if he polishes up his route tree, that's all that's missing. And he'll be all right. I've already seen signs in training camp, like with the confidence and, just improvement in his game. So they're going to have to work well with Richardson, because Richardson throws a great deep ball. It's the intermediate stuff that he has to work on a consistent basis, because sometimes he's inaccurate. He rushes things. He throws too much zip on it instead of like taking zip away. So, we'll see how that goes. I think he's going to have a good season of up and downs, Richardson. I think he's the third. He's going to end up being maybe the third best quarterback this year. I still have Trevor Lawrence as number 1. I have CJ Stroud as number 2. And then it's a toss-up between Richardson and the Titans. Tannehill. But I think in about a year or two, you're going to start seeing the jump if this guy is consistent at working at his craft, Richardson. But to start off, I definitely have CJ Stroud ahead of him. So it will be interesting. I think it's Jacksonville's year again. So I think they're going to win the division. We play them week 1. I think they're going to blow us out as usual. They're going to blow us out as usual in one game.
Bro, they have a backup running back named Tank Bigsby.
Okay. I saw that.
He's got to be a beast.
Yeah.
Like you picture a dude just 1 yard rushing touchdowns. He looked like a fullback from the 90s.
Fullback. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. But yeah. Who you guys got winning this?
Got to be Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, yeah. I got Jacksonville.
Uh,
Minos, who you got?
Yeah, same here.
Jacksonville.
Wow. Doug Peterson got it. So, on to the AFC West, the division that was supposed to be the beast last year and just ended up being just straight Chiefs and a hint of the Chargers. Thoughts, guys?
Chiefs. Just stop.
Of course. I mean, yeah, it's the Chiefs to lose. You think anybody closed the gap?
No.
I mean,
He said no.
as much as I can't stand the Chiefs, I still see them winning the division. I mean, the Chargers, there's some improvement.
I don't understand the Chargers, dog. They got
It's
so much
weird. Yeah,
talent.
they got a weird vibe. I mean, they have Kellen Moore. Let's see what he does with that offense.
I don't
Well, that's the
understand it.
problem with that is that they're going to use Eckler a lot differently because, you know, he's under a different system now. So it's not going to be the same Austin Eckler as it was the last few years, you know,
Yeah.
because they got Kellen Moore now. So,
There's gonna be a lot of
you know, Herbert was hurt last year. So, I mean, it's going to be, you know, if he's healthy, he's going to be better. But, you know, the Chiefs they're going to run away with that. I'm not going to say they're going to run away with it because the Chargers are going to be neck and neck. And the Broncos are going to be better with Sean Payton. But the Raiders are always going to be the Raiders.
I mean, the thing with the Broncos, Russell Wilson just keeps taking that deep dive.
I think
So I don't
he'll
know.
come back a little bit.
And they have
this year.
injuries. Though. They have injuries. I mean, keep in mind, Jerry Judy's out for. He's going to be out for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
And
they don't
Javonte's
really have
coming back
anything. Yeah.
slowly.
Mm-hmm. So they don't have a lot of weapons on that end. And defense, I mean, just don't throw in Patrick Surtain's direction. But
Yeah.
besides that,
Yeah.
I don't know. Broncos are like Aaron Rodgers said. Sean Payton is just trying to find a fallout guy, and it could be Russell Wilson.
I think they're gonna be better this year.
Yeah, they'll be better,
Yeah.
but I don't think they make it. I don't think they make the playoffs. I don't think they even win.
I think so. They have a good defense. They've always had a good defense. The thing I don't understand, or I don't trust, is the health of their wide receivers. If they're both healthy, I see them doing something. Like,
When is Cortland Sutton going to ever live up to his potential? Because every year he's supposed to be good, and he's
Same
still
with,
but he plays
and
well.
Hamler got released.
not even Hamler,
Right.
the other one,
Oh,
the
they
other
got
guy with the
Marvin.
locks.
They got Marvin Mims now.
Oh, Jerry Judy.
Jared Judy is supposed
He's
to be
hurt. He's
He's
injured.
always hurt. He's
Yeah,
always
but
hurt.
he's out for a couple of weeks. Like literally,
Like,
I don't even
bro,
think he's
if
gonna be
he's
back
healthy-
until like week 7.
he is. I put him on the same level as CD Lamb when healthy.
Well, he came from Alabama, right?
Yeah, Alabama.
But he was even hurt in Alabama. He was getting injured a lot in Alabama.
That's the thing. He can't stay healthy. But when he is healthy, he's a beast. He just I don't think I've ever seen him play a complete season or even close to one.
Yeah, I don't think he has.
Like John was saying, Sutton will have 3 really good games, and then he'll disappear. Then you come back and he'll get hurt. So I can't trust them. They have a decent tight end in Dulcich, but
Yeah, he's all right.
yeah,
I was hearing somewhere that Sean Payton's going to try to use him the same way that he was using Taysom Hill
Graham.
poorly. So,
That makes
but I can't picture Dulcich playing.
nah, because he's not as shifty. He's fast, but he's not as shifty, you know.
Oh, he could trade for Taysom Hill.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're definitely going to be better, but I just don't trust their skill positions. They have a really good defense, but I mean,
Mm.
and what's the name of Williams? Is that the name of their running back? Something
Devontae.
Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't
they
know.
also got Samaje Perine from.
Oh
over
yeah,
from
from
the
the
Bengals.
Commanders. He used to be on you guys. Yeah. So,
We used to have. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. So yeah, I can't really call it with them. They've definitely improved, but health will be the main difference.
Mhm.
And I think the Chargers are weird. They have a plethora of talent. They just never make it through. They choke
Their
somehow.
coach is dumb.
Who is their coach now?
Yeah, who is their coach? For
The
real.
same
Staley.
motherfucker that gave up a 27-point lead in the
Staley.
fucking
Oh, yeah,
Staley.
Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck
they
the
got
nasty stuff.
they got talent, but I don't know. It's the Chiefs, bro. It's the Chiefs for me.
But you already know Travis Kelce's going to kill them this year. He does every year.
Bruh. Bruh, that guy is the truth.
Last year, bro, he scored 3 touchdowns on them.
Dog.
That guy's a beast. Like I think the Super Bowl,
he's the GOAT.
After scoring that first touchdown, I think he intentionally didn't want to go off. He's like, all right, let me see if I can get the Eagles to win this one. I think he really didn't. But if he wanted to, he would have gone off. Because like in their first scoring drive, he was torching our corners and our linebackers. It was crazy. He just didn't want to go off.
Yeah, dog. That man, I got no words. He's been on a lot of my fantasy teams in the last couple of years, dog. Truth. Crazy work, Travis. That's what I call him. Crazy work.
Yep. Because even it's like Tom Brady back in the day. Even if you don't have wide receivers,
it doesn't matter, dog. Crazy.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Crazy work. Yeah.
NFC South.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them.
Okay, back to the NFC. NFC West. We did that already, right? NFC South. Yeah. I think we played them this year, NFC South.
Oh man, you guys are gonna have a lot of fun.
That division, that's the toss up right there.
That's the only team I respect in that division is the Saints.
Desmond Ridder is the longest tenured quarterback in the NFC South.
Yeah, the Saints should be revived. I think the Saints have stolen the juice from the Raiders. I think the Raiders. I keep telling people McDaniels knows how to fuck a team up. I don't, unless I'm proven wrong. I think they took steps back.
Thank God we didn't get him.
The only good thing was re-signing Josh Jacobs. I thought he was going to fuck that up too. He done traded Darren Waller. Who else? He let a bunch of people.
I wonder if he was trying to get with Darren Waller's wife or something like the way he just like.
Oh yeah,
they invited him to the wedding. It was like, nah, you out.
To the wedding, and he traded him.
He traded him like, yep, you're going up north.
Anyway, that's not my. That's
kicking
not my
it with
problem.
your wife while you're up there.
I think it's the Saints. I think that division's the Saints.
Yeah, I think it's the Saints. Yeah. I think Carolina's going to be an interesting team though.
Yeah, as long as
they're up and coming. I mean, I don't think they're gonna make noise, but I won't be surprised though if Carolina won the division. But I think they're up and coming.
Well, it's a division of Special Olympics teams.
Frank Reich is a good offensive mind, and if he doesn't have too much pressure on him, which I don't think he does here, I think they're going to exceed expectations.
But the defense,
he's with the Panthers.
Yeah, he's the Panthers coach now. So, they got some pretty decent, like, young weapons there, in addition to Bryce Young.
Yeah, Thielen.
They got Jonathan Mingo.
Mingo, he's good. He's like a poor man's AJ Brown. Same school, similar body type. I think AJ Brown was
went to Ole Miss.
Went to Ole Miss. And AJ Brown was a lot more polished in the right route running coming out of college than he is. But they have very similar body types, very similar combine numbers, but he's just more raw than AJ. So
what about that dude? The dude that is Chuck. You got Chuck Clark.
Yeah.
Chuck Clark. And then they have the tight end from the Bengals. What's his name?
Hayden Hurst.
Hayden
Hurst. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that's another thing.
They got some good pieces around him for a rookie.
Yeah, they got another receiver as well. I forget who outside of Bingo.
Thielen.
Oh yeah. And then also
Thielen.
Also the
Thielen's actually leading him in targets right now. So I mean, he's like the leading receiver.
Yeah, he's just like one of them solid chain mover guys. And then they have the dude from LSU that should probably take a few steps forward. The third wheel from it was Jefferson, the dude from the Bengals, and then this guy.
Terrace Marshall.
Terrace Marshall, Terrace Marshall.
Yeah.
He should have a decent.
Bro, he has been every year. He's supposed to be good and just
and then it just doesn't do anything. So
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't paid dick of attention to anybody in the NFC South.
No respect.
Yeah, and even the Falcons, the Falcons are good. I mean, they also have. I mean, you have.
They got the new coming of Marshall Faulk. They say so.
Yeah, who the fuck is going to be throwing Drake London?
I mean, you got the tight end.
Bro, what about Kyle?
Desmond Ridler.
I don't think
That's what
the
that's what
is he a
I'm
bust?
Desmond
Is he a
Ridley.
bust?
Ridley, is he prescription
Well,
drug?
his first year he came along late in
Yeah,
the season, and then last year he got
he-
hurt. So,
Desmond
Yeah.
Ridder.
he got hurt.
but yeah,
Desmond
this is
Ridder
a make or
gonna be
break year for
running
him.
for his
So if he
life.
It
sucks
has to
this year,
be.
yeah, if he sucks this year,
It has to
because
be.
he was
Desmond
supposed to
Ridder
be
is
like,
going to be running for his life.
yeah, he's supposed to be like
Yeah,
a
I mean,
generational tight end.
They got to
So-
fix that.
But you know what?
O-line
The
and
Falcons. I thought the Falcons had one of the best O lines in the league, though.
no, they don't.
I
They
heard they
don't?
were bad. I heard they
No.
were bad
They
actually.
have a good running game, but they don't have the best offense.
But isn't Cordarrelle Patterson a free agent still right now?
Nah,
Oh,
he's on the team.
He's on the team.
He's
He's
on
a
the
backup.
team.
Oh,
He's a backup. So,
Algier-
I mean,
Algier's
to be
pretty
honest
good.
with you, I'm
Yeah.
happy they picked up Bijan because part of me didn't want Bijan.
to go to
I'm
the
happy with the
Cowboys.
Falcons. No, I didn't want Bijan to come to the Eagles because he probably.
Why?
I mean, as much as I don't think Howie would have picked him, I was afraid they was going to pick him.
He
But I
would've
kind of,
perfect.
I
you
sensed.
got him in the second round though.
He wouldn't have gone past. Detroit would have probably picked him. They would have picked him over.
I wouldn't
Jermaine
pick a
Kirk.
running back in the first
Yes.
round anymore in this day. and
I
age.
wouldn't either. Yeah, I mean Howie. Like I mean, as a lot
Just
as
like
much as people
fantasy.
say,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, it's not. I mean, I knew Atlanta. I don't know why. The day of the draft, part of me felt Atlanta was going to get it.
Yeah, nah. But yeah. Where are we not? NFC North?
North, yeah. Oh,
Detroit?
Probably
Minnesota?
Detroit,
what up, Detroit?
Minnesota.
Detroit and Minnesota is between the two of them, right?
It's going to be between the two of them, but I think the Green Bay Packers quarterback, he's if he gets some good weapons, I think he's going to be pretty decent.
It's the same team. Just
Yeah,
him.
but they lost. Didn't they lose like 2 wide receivers?
Lazard.
besides
They
Aaron
lost
Rodgers?
Lazard and they lost Cobb, I think.
Cobb, yeah. But Cobb is old. But I mean,
Cobb
they
is
lost
washed,
Lazard. Yeah.
But Lazard was a good number 2, I guess. Because
Yeah,
And
I
who's
think
their
Dobbs
tight
guy
end?
I think the Dobbs guy was number 1.
Yeah, it's gonna be Dobbs, and it's gonna be also Jalen Reed. I think he's also supposed to be a pretty good receiver.
Yeah.
But
And
they
then
got a
Watson,
rookie.
Christian
They got
Watson,
Watson. They have a
Watson,
rookie
yeah.
tight end, Luke Musgrave. But
who's supposed to be good.
Oh yeah.
it's
I don't know,
I
we
mean,
have-
like
Yeah, what you say?
we'll see what the Bears do, man. But we got to see. Year 2 is usually the breakout year for quarterbacks. So I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see about
This will
Fields.
be
But
year 3 though, but
Is it year
He hasn't
3?
played.
year 3, but year 2 in this system.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's year 2 in this system.
Yeah.
But
mean,
yeah,
we'll
I
see
think it's
if,
a toss-up.
we'll see if him and DJ Moore can develop a connection, man. That's really but what do you think about
Have they
David
fixed
Montgomery
the
going to
line?
the Lions?
Not with that O-line though.
Their line, have they fixed the line? That was the Bears like Achilles heel. Their line was
They
terrible.
did not. I mean, they drafted somebody
No,
in the
you
first
know,
round.
I think
Who's-
they hold on. Who got me? No. I'm sorry.
Nah, their line was garbage. That's why he was rushing like a running back.
But I think they drafted a left tackle. That's who.
Their line was
what's his
really
name?
so
I
like
can't
for
remember
me,
his
if they
name,
haven't
but-
done anything to the O
Yeah,
line,
yeah.
it's the same
I
shit.
think
He's going
maybe the first and second round picks are both O line. Let me check. I know definitely the first round was an O line. They picked the
Okay.
O line.
if that has been fixed, then they should be much better than last year. I don't know what that means within the division, but they should be a better team if the line has been fixed. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, like he was saying, Robbins, their old running back is with the Lions now, right?
Oh yeah, Montgomery.
Montgomery. I think he's gonna be like the short yarded type of back, right?
Well, apparently Jahmyr Gibbs, man, they're building the whole team around him. So
He's off that Marshall Faulk, Jamal Charles type of.
he's supposed to
I
be
thought it was
good.
more of the Sanders.
The type that has catching and running ability. So
I mean, he's basically a receiver. So,
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So I will pick them just because they're fresh. We've seen a lot of the Vikings being kind of the same team for the last 3 to 4 years. They're always in the mix, but they don't really go much better. Or I know they picked up Addison, who's been really good apparently in training camp, wide receiver. But other than that, that team is kind of just floated around the same area, whereas Detroit is on the come up. So I I lean towards them more so than the
So
Vikings.
Minnesota or Detroit.
Detroit. I'm leaning more towards Detroit to win the division. So we'll see how that goes. Where are we now? AFC East. Patriots in them. I got Miami. Oh wait, Buffalo's still there. Duh.
Buffalo's still there. Yeah.
I think Miami can win it.
I think Miami can win it too.
I'm going Miami too.
Yeah.
I'm going.
I might have to roll with Miami.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta go to some Dolphins games this year. You gotta go try to go to some Dolphins games this year.
I'm going to. I just bought my tickets last night for the Commanders and the Falcons game. October 15th.
Oh, cool! In Atlanta.
Yeah.
In Atlanta.
Okay. I'm going to the Ravens Colts game.
When is that? Oh, they're playing again?
Yeah, they're playing in Baltimore, September.
I do want to go to the Eagles and Washington game. I know you and I were talking about that during the offseason.
Yeah,
I'll be at all the Eagles home games. So
yeah, I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find a ticket for that one. I think that's the only game we have at 1:00. A lot of our games are 4 o'clock.
Because we were garbage last year and probably garbage this year. We're all at 1, dog.
Oh, it's
we probably got like 2.
I hate this.
Oh,
you look at me. Look how tired I look right now, and I got to be at the Eagles game at this time of night.
Nah, that's the thing. I'm like, okay, it works for me because I got some stuff I'm working on. So I'm like, okay, I'll study and watch.
My bedtime is 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you. What else? What else? What else? What else?
AFC North.
Yeah,
North.
That's a real division right there.
Bengals.
That's crazy because Baltimore's looking sick.
Every team can make the playoffs in that division.
No, but has anybody heard anything about Joe Burrow and his calf muscle yet?
Nah.
Not recent.
Nah.
He could be playing week 1.
I haven't heard anything.
Said,
that might make me switch to the Ravens, but I'm still going to go with the Bengals.
No, I'm going with the Steelers.
A lot of pressure on Lamar Jackson this year because he's got weapons this time.
Kenny Pickett and George Pickens are gonna I think they're gonna fucking ball out, man.
George Pickens is gonna be one of the juggernauts.
I have him, bro. I drafted him so many times already.
I forgot they got this guy from Chicago, the wide receiver, Allen Robinson. If he's gonna.
Oh, Allen Robinson. Oh my God! Don't talk about him.
He's with the Pittsburgh Steelers too.
He's with the Steelers now.
I thought he was gonna be so good.
Shit. I didn't. Because they got Deontay Johnson too, so Allen Robinson is number 3.
Deontay Johnson is a dropaholic. He's got big play potential.
And even their corners, dude. I mean, Joey Porter Jr. is a beast.
I am actually nervous going to Pittsburgh week 1.
Listen, Deontay Johnson broke the record in the NFL for the most targets with 0 touchdowns.
Dog, he drops a lot of
big 0 last year.
Yeah,
yo, I had him in fantasy. That dude.
I had him
Nick Bosa.
I had him like 2 years ago. That's when I realized, yo, this dude. I mean, he has some big play,
he's good,
but he drops a lot of passes.
Yeah.
George Pickens, Bosa week 1.
George Pickens is the truth, and he's got dog in him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett, bro. Kenny Pickett's gonna have a good season.
I think so.
I think he is, man. Year number 2, always better.
I think that's gonna help open up lanes for Najee Harris. Because everybody was focused on him. They didn't last year, 8 men in the box all the time.
But even Jalen Warren is supposed to be pretty good too, though. So
yeah. Exactly. So that division.
I mean, you already know the Bengals are going to be what the Bengals are going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, OBJ is on the Ravens now, so I mean that'll be interesting.
Yep. They're drafting Zay Flowers is looking good.
Yeah, he's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, they have Bateman still coming back. Obviously, Andrews is there as their tight end. So yeah, I mean, it's a big year for Lamar. Like he has no excuses now. Like he has a good old line, very good defense. They picked up the old pass rusher that plays on every other team. That was the first round pick. I forgot.
Sue?
Huh? No. He has locks. The guy, the Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh, yeah.
But bro, honestly, you can't even sleep on the Browns.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson has had a whole offseason
Is he
to
back? Is he
learn.
gonna be back? Because I
Yo,
used to
he's
be
back.
scared.
Amari
I used to be
Cooper.
scared of
got-
that man.
Salute to
when he was in
Amari
our
Cooper,
division.
dude.
Amari Cooper. They got Donovan Peoples-Jones. They got
Yes.
David Njoku. Like
Njoku.
they got Nick Chubb, bro. Nick
Yep.
Chubb is off the chain.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the defense is good. So, I mean, you're looking at every team in that division can make the
No,
playoffs.
it's the best division in the league. So it's gonna be a one entertaining one this year. Like they might even send 3 teams to the playoffs. Who knows?
Oh, the Jet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Their team is that. I mean, the division's that good. So
And don't forget with the Ravens, they have a new offensive coordinator, Todd Monken. So they're running a new
it's gonna be
system,
a whole new look. Yeah.
a whole new look. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So J.K. Dobbins, like, I don't want to hear nothing about I'm injured, I'm questionable
Yeah,
to
yeah,
return.
yeah,
Like, bro, you need to get on that field and
Exactly.
play,
And
okay? Or your job is going to go to Gus Edwards,
Right.
who's also
exactly.
questionable to return.
Exactly with the injuries. Facts.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, to watching that division. So, is there anyone?
Bro, I love it.
Is there any divisions that I've missed out or we've missed out here? I think we've
I
covered
think
them
you
all.
got everybody. Yeah, I think you got everybody.
So we're gonna go quickly into Super Bowl. Super Bowl picks will be the last. MVP.
Oh,
Call me crazy,
Damn.
but I think Mahomes wins it again.
Yeah, it's a safe bet.
I could see Josh Allen winning it this year.
Yeah.
Or Jalen Hurts. To be honest with you, I really do think Jalen Hurts could win the MVP, man.
he should have won it
The
last
league
year.
doesn't
I
want
think
him
he
to
should've won
win.
it
it.
last
The league
I think
doesn't
Jalen
want.
Hurts
If he
should've won it.
stays healthy, but I mean, I don't think the league is ready for that. For Jalen Hurts MVP.
He's going to win it at some point.
If
Oh yeah. Oh,
I think
eventually.
if Lamar Jackson utilizes his weapons, he has a good shot to win it.
Bro, Lamar,
He might
every
be
time he
more
gets
comeback.
hurt,
He might be more comeback player of the year though.
No,
I don't know.
I
every
got-
time
Is that John?
he's always on track to be the MVP when he gets hurt.
That's true. That's
It's
true.
gonna.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's gonna be Aaron Rodgers leading the fucking Jets to the
Oh.
division.
Forgot about that
God.
motherfucker.
Please.
No, dude. You
God,
crazy,
no.
man?
If
Somebody
he gets
go.
them, if he gets them to the playoffs from what they were,
Bro, ESPN,
Right.
which ESPN is garbage. Okay, all their people suck that even work there anymore. They're talking about 13 wins for the Jets? 13?
you never know.
I think the Jets. I don't think the Jets are going to win as many games as everybody thinks. I mean, they're going to be
You know what?
good.
They
but I
have
don't think they're gonna.
You never fucking know.
Yeah,
I think,
forgot.
bro, I think Miami's got something to say about that. Really
Yeah.
do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Until
I
Tua
forgot
gets
Elijah
some
Moore.
You
rings.
have Miami, you have
Dallas.
Buffalo, breathe. You have those two teams. They're going to dominate. And
Yeah,
then
but
the
I- honestly-
AFC East has to play the NFC East. It's not going to be
Yeah.
NFC.
No.
Yeah, dude.
I got Lamar as my pick for MVP.
I'm gonna go Aaron Rodgers, even though he.
I could say it's a toss up
Mahomes.
between me. It's Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
I mean, Mahomes is obviously
Mahomes. Yeah.
Mahomes is the safest. I agree.
gotta go with
I,
Mahomes too. But
I would pick Jalen Hurts, but I don't think so. I think the league. He's probably gonna have to another year or two. I could see him taking it.
Comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year. I'll say Lamar Jackson. It was Gino.
Oh yeah, Gino.
I'll say Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Mm.
I'm gonna go Calvin Ridley.
I
Ooh,
go with that too.
what about
Well,
Javante
they give it to
Williams?
somebody that was suspended. I thought it was usually somebody who was injured.
It's not someone that just misses a year
Misses
for the
a
most part
year,
and comes
okay.
back and kills it. Usually,
I got
I go Javante Williams.
that's a good one. And you, Coach Quaker, who do you have?
I got Lamar Jackson.
Okay, that's fair. I guess leads the league in rushing.
Bijan. Ooh, I said Bijan. Damn.
Yeah,
I got Bijan.
Chubby.
you know what? I'm with that as well because it's not like they got a quarterback. All they
Right.
gotta do is run the ball.
I gotta go with Chubb. Cleveland. They're gonna run the heck out of that ball.
I go with Chubb or Jacobs, but I go with Chubb. Chubb is safe. Sack King.
TJ
Y'all gonna call me crazy.
I'm
I'm gonna
TJ.
go with Hassan. I'm going with Reddick.
I'm gonna go with Watt.
I'm going Parsons.
Yeah.
I'm going with the what you call it? Is it Parsons? Is that his name?
Yep.
I'll go him.
I probably have to agree. It's probably going to be T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
then,
he's a monster.
rookie of the year.
You mean offensive rookie, defensive
Yeah, offensive
rookie?
rookie of the year. Sorry,
Bijan Robinson.
Bijan.
that's who I got. Well,
I'll go
I'll
with
go with
Bryce
Anthony
Young.
Richardson because his team is garbage.
True.
His team is
I'll
garbage.
go,
If he plays out, he's gonna be all right.
For me, it's between Bryce Young and the rookie wide receiver with the Vikings. I
Addison.
can see him going off. Yeah,
Addison.
but I would say more Bryce Young.
I'm going with Anthony Richardson. But Bijan is a good pick. And then defensive player of the year. Did we pick that already?
No, we didn't pick that. Defensive rookie or defensive player.
Defensive player, and then we'll do defensive rookie.
I'm gonna go Micah Parsons.
For defensive player of the year.
Yep.
Mm,
Got a chip.
I could see Chris Jones if he comes back. I mean, he will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Myles Garrett.
That's what I had last year. He didn't really. He's
I
good.
feel he's gonna be on a mission.
Bro, do you remember on Halloween or around that time when he slammed into
Yes.
Trubisky?
Yes. I remember that shit. That was funny. They went back and forth, dog.
Bro, you gotta love those rivalry games, bro.
Yeah, man. I remember
Love
that
it.
game.
Yeah,
I
can
remember
see
that
him
game.
going off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Watt for defensive player of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Defensive rookie
Can't
of the
believe-
year.
Defensive rookie. I'm gonna go with my man. I'm gonna go with my man Jalen Carter. I think he's going to go off.
I might have to go with that because I don't know any other fucking defensive rookies.
You know what? I'm gonna be biased and go with Quan Martin, who's from Lehigh, where I live. Lehigh High School, plays for the Commanders. Quan Martin.
Word. Word. Oh shit. Who do I go with?
There's with this one from the Seahawks too.
The corner for the
corner.
Patriots, the Spanish guy.
Oh, Gonzalez.
Yeah. that's
Christian
what-
Gonzalez.
Yeah, I'm picking.
Bro, I don't know no defensive rookies.
I had to think about it for a second. He's nice, so I was like, I just go against the grain. Otherwise, I would have gone for Carter as well. Well, am I missing any superlatives?
There's the guy.
Is it a offensive player of the year? Does that? I mean, we picked MVP.
You've done that already. There's offensive player of the year and there's defensive.
We didn't do offensive player of the year. We did MVP.
Okay, so offensive player of the year.
Brandon Ayuk.
Nick
Wow.
Chubb. Nick Chubb.
Wow. I'm going.
Gotta be Nick
Mahomes.
Chubb.
I'm going Mahomes.
Yeah, it probably is gonna be Mahomes.
No, I'm gonna go with I want to say Justin Jefferson repeats.
It's a good one. That's good. Oh, yeah, that I forgot. Receiving champ.
Wait, even this guy, I forgot this guy with the Bengals.
Damn, how many
He's
more
supposed to be a
fucking
good one.
stats we got?
It's the last one.
Jamar
Receiving yards
Chase.
is the last one.
Yeah, Jamar Chase. Yeah,
Receiving yards is the last one. That one, I guess most people would probably go for Jefferson, right?
I'll say Chase.
Oh, it could be Jamar Chase, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, even AJ Brown if he goes off. But I'll go with Jamar
Jefferson
Chase.
for me.
I'm going Garrett Wilson.
Hi, Aaron Rodgers, huh?
Yep.
Safe picks. Anyway, we've done an hour 30 minutes of this preview. Glad whoever watched live watched, and whoever gets to watch this after, chime in on your thoughts and picks. Also talk about teams that you support and what your outlook on them in the comments is. Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back with our usual format. We will record. When do we used to do it? Like one on, is it Fridays?
Now we got to figure that shit out again because Fridays, man, that shit was tough.
Yeah, I know that was tough. Well, anyway, we do one one episode to preview the week and then one episode to review the week. So we'll figure out when that is during the season, and then we'll get back to y'all and hope you guys enjoy a great season ahead. This is the four main, and there'll be other people that will chime in from other teams. Some of them will be familiar faces from last season. Others will be new. But we love to hear your feedback. Thank you all. And like that, we are out.